Welcome to Around Florida Moment. Orlando's holy attraction, the Holy Land Experience, located in Orlando, Florida, next to the Millenia. It was registered as a Christian-based theme park and registered non-profit corporation. This place was recreated the architecture and themes of the ancient city Jerusalem in the 1st century Judea. And it used to be owned by TBN. And it is filled with attractions and live entertainment and shops and some exhibits. This was an awesome attraction that opened on February 2001 and closed in 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. The first place we'll look at is the Wilderness Tabernacle. The 10 Commandments really remind us what the 10 Commandments are and how it should be controlled. In the Wilderness Tabernacle is a presentation of the Holy of the Tabernacle. Let's watch. Yes, the Wilderness Tabernacle. It's about the sacrificial system and the Ark of the Covenant. It is a reenactment, which is a blueprint for God's plan for redemption. It is ultimately fulfilled through Jesus Christ. And now, here's an example of what the tabernacle looks like. You'll find many attractions, exhibits, restaurants, and shops around the Holy Land Experience theme park. You'll see some legendary holy artifacts, the Western Wall reenactment, as well as the playful area for children inspired by Noah's Ark. This playground is filled with Noah's Ark of animals and so much more. It tells them how Noah and his family and all the animals were brought into the ark and sailed away as it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. And how it came to be that animals roamed the land for a path to redemption. In this play area, you'll see some animatronicated characters that reenacts the telling of Noah's Ark. Plus, you'll see an exhibit of O Little Town of Bethlehem. This is where Bethlehem was before. And you'll also get to see a show inside the Colosseum, filled with reenactments and theatrical. Did you know that the Holy Land Experience was once owned by TBN since 2007? Until then, the Holy Land Experience was no longer owned by TBN due to cutbacks. And the most highlight of the Holy Land Experience of all is the town model of Jerusalem, what it came to be ever since the first temple emerged. In this model town of Jerusalem, you'll see the model old city. That is during the time of the first temple. And Jerusalem is the capital city of Israel, as you all know. Here, you get to walk around the model and see the difference and learn its history of what it came to be. You'll find, to understand, that the Holy of Holies was really from Jerusalem, where everyone with different religions came to pray. And this is one of the very important highlights of the Holy Land experience in Orlando, Florida. And it's fun for learning too. The most highlight of all is the interactive museum called the Scriptorium, which was located in the far end of the Holy Land experience, where guests learn about different scriptures in the Scriptorium, and the narrator guides them through the exhibits in the Scriptorium, as God said, "Let there be light." Each artifact contains different Torah scrolls, holy books, and different kind of holy artifacts that was featured in the Scriptorium. In the middle of the Scriptorium tour, there's an animatronicated figure who guides them to the next area of the Scriptorium. And looks like this is the only animatronicated character in the Scriptorium. And you'll see different rooms and more artifacts that is also filled with history. And coming up is the grand finale of the Scriptorium, a rotunda room filled with different holy people like Moses, Noah, Joseph, David, Mary, and other holy characters who believes in God. And the 10 Commandments, which appeared on top of the rotunda, along with the Holy Cross on the ceiling. Everyone knows the 10 Commandments plays a very important role in the Holy of Holies, and to stick with it and keep it with them wherever they go. Indeed, "He is risen" appeared next to the fountain, which signifies that Jesus Christ was risen on Easter. And of course, the most important theatrical reenactment of Jesus' crucifixion is "Behold the Lamb." Here, they took Jesus Christ to be tied on the cross because of what he did. That was just a reenactment of Jesus Christ's crucifixion. Indeed, "Behold the Lamb" was one of the most popular shows of the Holy Land experience, that everyone enjoyed it, and they learned how Jesus was risen from inside the tomb. It is just like on Easter, that he is risen up to the heaven above, and to thank his disciples for helping him overcome to what the holy is all about. And everyone learns the story of Jesus Christ and the famous holy people over and over again, so that each generation of the family, no matter what religion, will pass on to different families from generation to generation. And the Holy Land experience was a great theme park in Orlando, Florida, to learn about its history and its reenactments. And so we came to the conclusion of Around Florida Moment about the Holy Land experience in Orlando, Florida, which was there from 2001 to 2020, before the COVID-19 pandemic was declared. And it reopened for a few days in 2021, and then it closed once and for all, and that place is really history. And that's the Around Florida Moment. See you in our next adventure.